So in today's topic, we're going to discuss if the Turkish CBI, which has recently changed the amount from 250K investment in property to 400K US dollars in property investment in order to qualify for Turkish citizenship. Of course, the FD, the fixed deposit route, is still 500K, meaning if you deposit 500K worth USD in their bank, you can qualify for the Turkish CBI passport. But we're going to discuss if the 250 to 400 change, is it still worth considering the Turkish CBI? Whether it's a good option, a bad option, my personal opinion on this program at this point. So 250K was a tricky one. Getting a property, as long as you got a good deal for people that purchased second-hand homes in that price range, put a little bit of money in renovating it in that price point, it was a good deal. I wouldn't say it was the best of the best because you had to do a lot of hard work. You had to visit the country. You had to personally make sure you're getting the best of the best deals. You had to find the right people, and that's when you could get a good deal. On paper, prices may have gone up, but are you able to sell that? Once you're going to sell it, what is the actual value that you're going to get? Especially if the citizenship program in future is not around, how does that affect the valuation? All of that we don't know yet, but still I would say at 250K, it was a very decent option. I would have easily said, yes, no brainer, can go for it. Now at 400K, if you have a lot of money to throw away, it's a different story. But for people who are looking for a deal or looking to compare this with the Caribbean CBI and thinking where they're going to save more money, which one is more cost effective, which one is more value for time and money. So at 400K, the Turkish CBI, it's a tricky one. Now, obviously you're looking for properties at the 1 or 2 properties in that price point. You can get more than that, but again, then you won't be getting the quality, you're just getting the quantity. Managing those many number of properties could be a real pain and a hassle for a lot of people. So we're going to say we get 1 property in 400K or 2 properties in 400K. That's what you're kind of targeting. Now at that price point, it's really a question of taking this capital, and it's not exactly 400. That's the value of the property that you're looking at. You're looking at the costs as well. So let's say 25K extra for the 4% property sales tax, 1% in fees. Then you have 5K-ish of lawyer fees that are involved. So you're looking at a good 25K there. And then obviously you would be going there looking for properties, accommodation, all those costs. You're looking at a good 430K plus of investment. So parking $500,000 in Turkey, you have to ask yourself, because you're keeping this money for the next several years, 3 years to be exact. Again, with the whole capital gain situation, you're looking at exiting after 5 years. So parting $500,000 for 5 years, blocking yourself out of this much of capital, does that make sense? On the other hand, what is the option? On the other hand, you have the Caribbean CBI, let's say a 150K, 160-ish, 170K. At least you have the 250 or the 230K that you keep, which if you invest, there's a good chance that you might be able to invest in the right area. You can recover that difference, right? You can make up 100K or a 150K depending upon how well you invest your capital. So you still have access to the 230K, and over a period of next 3 years, this can actually get back the difference. So in that sense, the Caribbean looks much more attractive, especially because you're saving on so much more cash. Either you can use it for your for your personal purposes. If you're in need of cash, then obviously you get to use it, and if you are anyways keeping it, you can invest it and make up the difference. With the Caribbean passport, obviously you're talking about a lot more access. You're getting the UK, the Ireland, you're getting the Schengen visa. With the Turkish passport, the recent news made headlines saying a lot of Shenzhen rejections. So they have gone up or doubled or quadrupled since the past. So you're facing that issue. So if you're not looking for any kind of access or in access to some of the top places from your from this passport, then it's okay. But if you value access and if you think this is a useful document for you to, let's say, establish residencies or even travel, then obviously that one makes much more sense at that price point. Now coming back to the Turkish option, let's say you put the 400k in property, you keep it for 5 years. The lira, it's over $18. The situation can improve, in future. We don't know, but it's an uncertain at this time. It just seems to be weakening. In future, let's say after 5 years, the big question mark is your property actually going to hold worth, or is it going to tank? And again, only time will tell what happens. So in terms of an investment, and again, when I say this is not investment, immigration, or tax advice. This is just my personal opinion, and this should be viewed as educational only. So the big question is 400k, let's say 430k in Turkey for such a long time frame, does that make a whole lot of sense for the kind of passport you get? Again, it's a very tricky one. Before, I would have said, yes, absolutely, a 250k is a decent amount to gamble. But when you're talking about 430-ish k, things drastically change. So I hope you liked this analysis. If you want to get started with any of your residencies or citizenships, click the link in the description, book a call, and we can discuss your use case and figure out what's the best option in your circumstances. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you're updated on all the latest changes to programs, and hit the bell notification so you get instant notified of my new videos. And I see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.